So probably just like everybody else's, this video is going to come to you in a lot of parts because a lot of people put up videos again, and it's wonderful and perfect, and it made me very happy to just watch like so much stuff, guys. Yay. So as far as Emma the book, my first inclination is to say, oops. I kind of forgot that we were reading it after, like, I pulled it off my bookshelf. Actually, in my case, I'm going to read it on Kindle probably, so I pulled it off my bookshelf too. But had it on Kindle, I was all excited, and then promptly forgot. So I'll get back on that, I will. As far as Emma, the YouTube show, so I know Kate was all smart and said, the thing that happened, but I'm going to be not so smart, and I'm going to say, oh my gosh, Caroline, I can't handle this. What if they do crossovers with, like, all the characters showing up for the party, and they all show up in the video, and everybody's there, and Dizzy, and I can't handle this. I can't handle this. As far as Camp Nano, so I was sort of busy for a couple days, but then the last couple days I started writing again. Not necessarily as much as I would have wanted, but I have written some, getting better in a groove, you know. I'll get back to it. I haven't been writing one thing, which is why it's been sort of complicated. I've been jumping back and forth between a couple different projects. But I'm excited about what I am writing, so hopefully it'll get written. As far as writing in chronological order, I'm with Kate, and I do not understand how Nella and Zoe function, because your story about, Kate's story about, writing out of order, and then the one scene involves stuff from the future and stuff from the past, and I can totally relate to that. I was laughing the whole time because I totally understand. I would do the exact same thing. That's exactly how I operate. I've always found April Fools to be harmless, in the past, but this year I saw that people were talking about, like, pretending to be engaged or pretending to be pregnant. I didn't see anyone pretend to come out or to come out as trans, both of which would be seriously offensive. I don't know why someone would find that funny. But that sort of stuff, pretending to be pregnant or engaged or whatever it is, like, that's not funny. Why do we think that's funny? So, like, was it Oliver mentioned the story about the desktop and changing the desktop and how that's funny? Like, that is a perfect April Fool's prank, in my opinion. But the things that people post on the internet, not so funny. No. Ceiling, congratulations on art school. It's very exciting. But you mentioned something about not going to class in high school. I don't know if I was just a nerd, but I don't think we had that option. Like, how do you not go to class? Yeah, I ditched classes in college, but if I ditched more than, like, 2 in high school, I would have just, like, been sent to detention or something stupid like that. So I don't really have that. I'm not able to fully grasp that concept. I found it interesting you were talking about having forgotten how to function, and I can totally understand that, and it's so hard. And do you know, like, for you personally, is there something driving it? Like, you implied that you don't know, but, like, depression often causes people to feel that way. So that's just, like, I was a little worried when you were talking that it could be something related to that. I really like the idea. Congratulations on getting up this morning, because it's really hard. Yeah. Hell yeah. Everyone should be congratulated every morning that they get up, you know? Friday morning I basically didn't, and it was because I was, like, upset about something, so I just laid there all day, and it's like, yeah, I wasn't depressed, but it's so hard sometimes when you're upset or when something's wrong to deal with it. And so, congratulations on getting up, you know, like, it's a very real thing to be saying congratulations about. So Nella was talking about, like, language struggles and how there are different kinds of smart. And, as far as the language, that is so interesting to me that you feel that way, because I am. So for me to hear from you that it's that hard, like, thank you for that insight. I imagine a lot of people who are bilingual have to feel that way, just switching back and forth. I mean, I can't speak from personal experience, but it sounds like it would be a very real problem. Consistent, possibly. As far as different kinds of smart, I know what you mean there, because I would go to school and, like, college, and my peers were, like, my intellectual equals, and we would talk about a lot of stuff that I could not talk to my high school friends about because, or certain high school friends, because I had like 2 groups of high school friends. So some of them I couldn't talk to things about things because they would not understand my references or they wouldn't understand why what I was saying was funny. So I know exactly how hard that is. And my last response is to Kate, talking about the bipolar thing where you were like, afraid you were being patronizing. I totally did not find you to be patronizing at all. I actually want to say thank you for your thoughts on the subject because what you were saying, you know, it's something that I know that you can't just map someone else onto you because everyone's is different. Like, I do know it, but I have a hard time remembering it. I have a hard time really understanding that fact. So you're not at all, like, wrong in suggesting that because it's something that, like, personally, I need to have reminded to me, to be reminded of over and over. So thank you. And I just wanted to throw in that it is 1 week from today that I will get to see Nala. I'm so happy. Okay. DFTV, guys. Have a good week.